Good morning, Era. I'm Falkenstein, Spartan X, and of course, the conquest of whatever this part of the world is called at this point in history. I'm not even sure. Where are we? Can we move this turn?
The perfect Amazon warrior.
Not. Thank you, X. On the plus side, it'll probably never happen again, so that's cool. Good morning, Blitzball. For real, don't expect that kind of post video in general. The only reason I bothered was because it was Starfield. That was a public service announcement. No, I'm willing to say never. That was a public service announcement. And that was a special case. I have seen a lot of people... Here's the other thing. I've seen a lot of people complain about Starfield. But the number of people I've seen who have valid complaints about Starfield is weirdly small.
Javelins to hand! Spears!
Like, I know that sounds like a strange thing to comment on, but everyone's complaining about the wrong things. In fact, if I were the suspicious side, I would say that people have been complaining about the wrong things on purpose to create strawmans.
Let's do this! Different breed strength! Step up, javelins! Death calls! I understand.
Because, yeah. If I complain about Starfield by saying, you know, oh, it has a disjointed nonlinear storytelling, then someone's going to be like, well, yeah, but every BRPG does that. You know, that's a valid point, Blades of All. Because, yeah, the power... I may never play Oxygen Not Included again, solely because of the power issue and how that made everything worse. I will definitely never play Starfield again. Because, yeah. Oh, yeah, here's your comment right here. Hey, little pixie nerd. It is still 3 games. Thank you for your support. Always. Thank you for your support for 3 years. Welcome to the 3-year club. Thank you. I don't know why you still follow me, of all people. I appreciate you. So FF7R1, FF7R2, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You got it. Yeah, I know this is going to sound like a strange statement. Obviously, we're, like, years and years and years and years and years and years out, right? Like, Elder Scrolls 6 isn't coming out anytime soon. But I almost want to, like, automatically fund Elder Scrolls 6 with a proviso. Like, with an asterisk of, let's poke at the game. You know, let's do a bit of a surface sweep. You know, do a bit of some of the regional quests. Do a bit of some of the primary optionals. Do a bit of the MSQ. Engage in the systems. Engage in whatever minigames and mechanics and crafting and building and whatever else they put into it. And answer a very, very simple question. Did they learn? Because I guarantee you with shudderingly high certainty, they did not.
I am your death! Axes! Thrust them!
Yeah, just turn it into like a lore week kind of thing. They're like, all right, yeah, so today we're seeing if they discovered what game design is.
Moving up! Hit you! Warrior women!
Your warriors have spotted hidden foes.
Axes! Make them pay! Destroyers of men! Spears!
Hello, Trathan.
Heading out!
Hello, Matt F. This is an RTS with a bit of a board gamey kind of an element on top of it.
The foe has sighted your hidden units.
Well, see, yeah, that's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you. This is pathetic, but it's still true. The only reason I have greater than 0% hope that they will learn for Elder Scrolls 6 is because they are owned by Microsoft. And we've talked about this before. Microsoft has a proven track record of not putting up with crap when it comes to these kind of screw-ups. Especially these kind of high-profile screw-ups.
Marching on!
If it wasn't Bethesda, there's a good chance that Bethesda would currently be out of a job. Like, the whole studio getting shuttered. Nobody did, Trathan. Or Trathan, sorry. Like, every time I have asked someone, did you see this coming? The answer has been universally no. The only people who answered that they saw this coming were the people who had already played the game. Which obviously doesn't count. The relative quality of Starfield.
Seeking the fray! A match for any man!
Like, most people were not expecting Starfield to be good. That nonsense. Oh my god.
Spears!
Hello, Magister.
Enemies beware!
Your warriors have been routed.
Oh, ooh. Oh, that's okay.
Axes! Hold nothing back! Hold nothing back! Enemies beware! Shatter the foe! Penthesilea!
I mean, I'll admit, I was the idiot who actually thought Starfield might be good. And I'll own up to that.
Marching on! Spears!
But even my actual prediction was that it would be, you know, barely above 0. I've said this so many times. I was expecting the golden number to be about 30. Which would not be good, to be very clear. That would be a bad score.
Wild and untamed.
At least for a game like that.
Crush them.
Warrior women! Sisters of the sword! A match for any man! Come on then! Penthesilea! Spears! Axes!
Yeah, Kira White Noise did little math over in Discord and has already predicted what the golden numbers are going to be.
We live! We
World.
fight! Penthesilea! I fear nothing!
Are you for real here?
Man and horse united. Centaurs attack.
Spears! Marching on!
I don't remember Walker. It was someone. Fife, maybe? I don't know. It was somebody. Oh, there we go. Like I said, my prediction. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Let me look it up. Rather than just tell you, let me look it up. She. Everything. We'll ransom them.
My skill is proven.
2 people guessed a positive number for Skyrim. Or for Skyrim, sorry. For Starfield. Him. Hang on a sec. Yeah, two people who probably hadn't seen the last few streams there. Interesting, Matt F. Haven't even heard of it. But that's a lie because I have heard of it. It is on the list for funding, but only one person's put money towards it at the moment.
I live to fight on.
Here we go. So Kira White Noise did the math. Assuming Bethesda has been on a linear decline since Oblivion, that would mean Fallout 3 should get a golden number of about 183, which, yeah, I could see that. Skyrim should get a golden number of about 66, which, yeah, I could see that. Fallout 4 should get a golden number of about negative 48, which, yeah, I could see that. And 76 should get a negative 130. Now, most of those I could buy. The problem is, assuming that exact same curve, Morrowind would have to get a plus, a golden number of 340. Which is extraordinarily unlikely. Alright, so let's figure out this blood oath. Can we just do this now? We can, actually. So, how does this work?
Yes, I earned this.
No, yeah, this is total. This is actually a modern Total War. This only came out a few years ago, before Warhammer 2 specifically. Quest complete. Quest acknowledged. Knock over Sestos. Where the hell is Sestos? I can say check my quest log. It's apparently staring right at it. Okay, we can try for that. Right there. I've ever played a game where I haven't played it, where I have not played it without mods. So to be clear, you're referring to a game that I have never played. What? You lost me, Jay Palmer. I'm sorry. I'm too stupid.
The perfect Amazon warrior.
There's our Griffin. A game I have only ever played with mods. No, there is no such game. Okay, that's expensive as hell. 550 food upkeep for a Griffin. That does not sound worthwhile. Especially with our current food detriment. That would actually put us into losing food every turn. It is an aerial unit. What about WoW? First of all, I will play WoW without mods on stream. Second of all, mods weren't with WoW at launch. In fact, I didn't discover mods in WoW. It was about level 20. I can even tell you the exact spot I was in. It was the Lakeshire region. I've ever played XCOM 2 unmodded before I did so for the stream. Yeah, briefly, but yeah. Ooh. Increase experience to the entire army is certainly nice. So, we're probably gonna go with that. But hang on. You already grabbed that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna take experience for the entire army, because holy crap. That's, yeah. And more treasure after battle.
The Amazons rise.
We need more treasure. We need more treasure. There, all our two-handers are now upgraded. What can you upgrade into? Nothing. Why is that? They literally can never upgrade. Oh, never mind. They already are upgraded. Never mind. I'm done. They are upgraded. Can I downgrade them?
I live to fight on.
Out of that? No, I apparently cannot. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Alright, whatever.
The perfect
That is a large base. Let's not mess with them. Let's go knock over this base. To war. I declare war at you.
Don't hold back.
I think it works better when there's more fantastical stuff on the field, personally, Traven.
Enemies beware.
Warhammer looks legit.
Sisters of the
No, Matt F. Not any time in the next 6 months at the absolute earliest, and even that's optimistic.
Axes! Spears! Ruthless aggression!
Terrors of men! Kal Erebus!
A good 40k RTS game. Dark Crusade, if you can get it running, and avoid the horrific bugs of it. So, you know, kinda.
I fear nothing! Forward as one! Moving up! Forward as one!
Man and horse united! As you wish!
It is actually funny to me just how much the enemy constantly leans on missile units. But no, I shouldn't answer so definitively. There's a lot of 40k games out there, so there might be an RTS I've either never heard of or haven't thought of. Like, they really did shotgun that label out.
The Slayer! Destroy! I am your death! Spears! Serving at queen!
The foe has sighted your hidden units.
Ruthless aggression! Axes! Advance! A match for any man!
Seriously, shut up!
Show no fear! Javelins prepared!
Man and horse united!
Oh, we won. That was fast. I accept. Let's minimize our losses here. Yeah, Space Marine 2. Space Marine 2. We'll see. Obviously, we're getting slave. We need more slaves.
Yes, I earned this.
Listen, all shields are axes if you push them hard enough. But yeah, shield is a weapon. That is a real thing. We at war with you? Yes, we at war with you? No. Is the game just generating random factions behind me as I knock over towns? Is that what's happening? I've knocked over every single one of these towns, and there's a person I'm not at war with who controls them now.
Seeking battle.
Oh well. Leveled again. Purify. Minus 30 morale. Jesus. There's actually a question. Does anybody know when did Shogun 2 come out? And when did this game come out? Good morning, Dark Day. Shogun 2 is 2011. Damn, that's a lot older than I thought. I don't remember that as being very long ago. So yeah, 9 years. Jeez. I'm probably mistaking it for Three Kingdoms, now that I'm saying that out loud. Because for some reason, Shogun 2 and Three Kingdoms are just blur in my brains. Probably because I'm an idiot. Yeah, let's go now.
Amazon power.
The most popularly liked Total War game? That's a question. Can we afford that? Yes.
I survive and thrive.
I was saying, it feels like that would be Rome. But I'm not 100% sure. But how do I do... Okay, so how does the Bloodsworn work? Bloodsworn Warband? Yeah, huh? So, like, do I swear you? Is that what happens? that special recruitment? How do I... How do I do it? How do I cast it? Is it in battle? Is that what it is? I have another point to spend. Damage up the entire army. Battle speed up the entire army. But no, I want a horse. I want her to have a horse. In fact, I want her to have a horse. Do I still have talent points on her? I do. How do I have so many? Oh, right. No, yeah, that makes sense. Yes. What do you guys think? Speed up for the entire army or damage up for the entire army? I don't know the math of this game enough to know which one of this is actually better. It says battle speed, so I'm assuming that means attack speed. It could mean movement speed. I'm not sure. Maybe battle speed means movement speed, because, you know, terminology's hard. That's a fair point, though. I was assuming it was attack speed. Based on that, yeah, well, I'm going to take damage, though. Mount gained. Woo. Okay, am I at war with you? Nope. Am I at war with you? Nope.
Kill the lot.
Well, I'm at war with you.
Show me blood.
So, listen. It's just my life now. Knocking over towns. Feel like a ping pong ball. Knock over this town, knock over this town, knock over this town, knock over this town.
Penthesilea.
Let's check out our new horse. Well, that's boring, but I don't know what I was expecting. Still, that should help her out a bit.
Spears! Battle honed! Access! Serving our queen!
Javelins to hand.
Well, shrug, I suppose, Jay Palmer. Yeah, that's the war horse, by the way, Trathan. That's the upgraded horse. You know what? You guys just sit this battle out. Just chill over here. Don't take any damage. I don't need you for this fight.
Penthesilea.
Okay. Oh, this is interesting. It's our first actually different map. In quite a while.
Fight me. Death calls.
Spears! Axes!
Yeah, I was just thinking, couldn't I just walk in, like, here? This looks very walkable. Like, it wouldn't be great terrain, but I could still just sneak my troops in there, but whatever. I get it, I get it. Can't have terrain in a strategy game, I understand. Perfect.
I fear nothing.
Spears! Onward, sisters! Forward march!
Yeah, there's a village outside the walls, by the way. Imagine being the people who live here. Hey, the enemy's under attacking us. Can we come inside? No. There's no room. There's no room. Okay. So, I'm going to let you in on a little spoiler, Scion. Iron Harvest was actually on my own personal wish list to play someday. Until Giant Grant Games talked about it. And my interest went down immediately upon seeing his concerns with the game.
No mercy!
So, Age of Sigmar would be my answer to your question there. Don't mistake me, I'm sure Iron Harvest will still be enjoyable. Hopefully on the narrative axis is what I'm most looking forward to there. But apparently the game has some pretty bad control issues, pathfinding issues, and terrain design problems. For example, something objective here. Maybe it's been patched since then, but something more objective. If I have a mixed unit force in an RTS, and I group them together and hit go, what do you think should happen? I know that's kind of a vague question, so just bear with me, please.
We live! We fight!
All units go. Okay, so
Ladders have a foothold on their wall.
formation movement, that's what I was looking for. This is something that I believe was actually invented in Age of Empires 2, specifically. Was the first RTS to implement the idea of automatically locking units into a formation because they are grouped together. Instead, they all just go at whatever their particular pace is, regardless of how different that is from each other's pace. So, if you have a big honkin', mech walker, and a really fast mech walker, and a bunch of infantry, the fast mech walker is going to get distended way ahead of the rest of the group. The infantry are going to lag behind, and the big dude is going to be way, way behind, despite the fact that you wanted them all to move in one group. And yeah, your lines get chaotic very quickly. There are also some general pathfinding issues, which is endemic for a lot of RTS games. And so I mentioned the positioning problem. So Iron Harvest is based on the Company of Heroes model. That means getting into cover and fighting from positioning is a huge aspect of the strategy for the infantry. The thing is, the map design doesn't inform that. There's huge swaths of terrain that have no cover, including buildings. Now you can get into buildings, but you cannot get, or some buildings, but you cannot get around buildings. So a building does not have any cover spots attached to it. And I feel like I'm explaining this wrong, but imagine if I had my troops and I wanted to take cover behind this building right here. I can't because there's no cover points there. They didn't paint them onto the map. Make sense?
Enemies beware! Wait!
Difference breeds strength! Distaff warriors!
You are about to capture the gates.
So you get the overall issues. Yeah, squads don't really work quite correctly, and cover doesn't really work quite correctly, and there's apparently some issues with controls and units, and as I already mentioned, there are pathfinding issues. Now, all of these are fundamental issues.
You have captured the gates.
I don't know how good, bad, or in between the individual unit design will be, the map design, the campaign, stuff like that. All of that's who knows. But when you have those kinds of fundamental issues, you can see why I'm like, ooh.
Ares, witness us!
We'll see how that goes.
Says, moving
We will see. Age of Sigmar, by contrast, I know very, very little about.
spears.
The enemy attacks the gates.
So we will see how that works. Can you just... Do we not own this gate?
Certainly.
We only open the gate. Seriously, open the gate. Why was the gate not open?
Onward, sisters. Moving up.
It's
The enemy is trying to capture the gates.
not quite at a StarCraft 2 level, but it's not that small.
Marching on.
Axes. Spears.
Sisters of the sword. Forward as one.
We live. We fight.
Spears.
Destroy
Hey, Zach Taft.
men. Heading out. Forward march.
Now, the thing is, I don't know jack about Age of Sigmar, other than the fact that it's set during the Age of Sigmar, so this will be my first introduction to the Age of Sigmar.
Difference breeds strength.
Let's
Can you
do
open the
this.
gate, please, so I can come in?
Looking for war.
Seriously, why is this gate... There it goes! Jesus, come on, game.
Kill, kill, kill. Today you die.
Well, I made a comment to Ross in my Discord. Oh, speaking of which, if you want an invite into my Discord, when Brigwin shows up as her wonderful radiant self, if you ask her, she can help you get an invite. Anyways, I commented to Ross in Discord. It was just an offhanded comment, but it really stuck with me. The more of a game you play, statistically speaking, the worse it tends to get. Which sounds kind of awful, but it's true. Most games, if you play the majority of the content, get worse because not all the content of us is of even quality, right? The padding exists and blah, blah, blah.
Ready.
The reason I bring that up is, even if I'm willing to be courteous towards other reviewers of Starfield, which is a bit of an ask, I'm not going to lie to you, the fact is, I have a feeling that many of the people who reviewed or covered Starfield didn't cover it, you know? And please keep in mind, I didn't even cover everything.
Come on then.
What are you doing? Why are you circling this guy? What are you doing? Thank you.
Bring it on! Power shines through! No one will miss you!
Such weak and pointless words.
Seven out of 10. Yeah.
You won't know what hit you!
Your words mean nothing.
I don't think she knows how to drive that thing. Can we get like a horse tamer in here so she can understand how to use her horse?
Serving our queen. Axes. We move. Off to battle.
Is he dead yet? He's dead. Okay, cool. Well, if we're counting this one, we're up to 4. No, I have not, Panka. Nutrition's cool, but I mean, I don't have 4 hours in my life right now. I would be shocked if Starfield does not get nominated for Worst Game of the Year. For us, for LGAs. I don't think it'll get nominated for the substantially less important and less official video game awards.
Warrior women! Crush them!
So I'm asking you to charge up a hill. Do what must be done. Yeah, exactly. Like, it really does add up over time. I think that is
Says
part of the problem there. And it adds up hard.
spears! Axes! We live! We fight! A match for any man!
Spears! Moving up!
Serving our queen!
Agreed. Agreed. I mean, there's a reason I came up with that rock in my shoe analogy. For those of you who don't remember, one of the biggest criticisms I got during the Mass Effect 3 early days was... excuse me. Was that all of my complaints were little complaints. And I was trying to come up with a way to explain why a bunch of little complaints, especially non-stop little complaints, are arguably worse than one big thing wrong with a game. So it's like a rock in my shoe. I feel more bloodthirsty than when we were playing Scarbrand. We really are just running over settlements left and right here. And enslaving them every time we kill them.
Yes! I earned this!
Yep, we are now a Tier 2 Sieger. And a Tier 2 Independent. What's this? Oh, achieve battle with no victory. Ah, okay. I am enjoying this for what it is. I suppose that sounds like damning with faint praise, but I am enjoying this for what it is. I don't think this is going to, like, knock it out of the park. I don't think this is going to be a Warhammer 3. But,
On the march!
I'm not sure any Total War could push past Warhammer 3. Warhammer 3 was kind of crazy. Now, other people are far more familiar with the older games, so maybe there is one of the older Total Wars that might actually have the level of complexity necessary to push past Warhammer 3. I don't know. Let's see here. That's a good question, Scion. But several people have specifically requested that I adjust the review to include the retold, you know, the remake, or remaster more likely, instead of the original version. So, based on that, no, we will not include the extended stuff. Let's boost our shield people, I think. Yeah.
Victory is ours!
Funnily enough, that's probably to Age of Mythology's benefit, because the Chinese campaign sucks. God, it sucks so badly. Even the faction is just, what? I don't know the difference, Jay Palmer. So what's the difference?
Perfect Amazon warrior.
Alright, so we still need to do that. Okay, how are we doing on that?
Death finds us
We probably need to spend some time, yeah, just kind of building up a little bit here. Yeah, Age of Empires 2 is going to be a little bit long. A little bit too long, if we're being honest. Well, whichever is the more recent one, then, J. Palmer. Good morning, Scales of Justice. Happy Not Starfield Day. I probably Scion. Huh.
The Amazons rise.
Still don't understand how this works. But, like... I mean, it's a 4-hour video act. Having said that, if I ever have time, like, I don't know, a 13-hour drive I'm going to have to do in a few months here, then yeah, I'll probably listen to it then.
I live to fight on.
Still haven't done the expedition yet. I have seen his video on Age of Mythology, as it happens. Enjoy the Freetown. Barely Trethan, but yes. Those are features in the game.
I fear no man.
No, act. What is our horde growth? Oh, here we go. That's going to be a drive to the new place, act. Part of the family will be flying. My brother-in-law and myself will probably both be driving our respective cars. I have already been doing some prep work because a 13-hour drive is not fun, speaking from experience. What do I need to upgrade? Just straight resources? Yeah, so I just need lumber. Well... Reesbay, huh? No, thankfully, Yura. That was a nearly thing, but no. Alright, so... Where are we at? Where are we at? Listen, Twitch is great, okay? It's the greatest thing. I don't know, what do you guys think? So we could get movement speed, which is what we currently have with Poseidon. Or we can get increased morale of shielded units, and we do have several of those. And missile resistance, except we're going to switch to the two-handers, aren't we, eventually? Well, no, we'll have some shielded units, but then we'll have two-handers who will benefit from that. But everyone benefits from move speed. All right, move speed it is. Let's use the correct thing this time. Oh, not available. Okay, well, whatever. So, Poseidon it is. Got it. Poseidon time. Let's build a temple to Poseidon.
We'll camp here.
Via Twitch. People keep asking me, when are you going to finally start streaming on YouTube? Like it's some kind of inevitable thing that, of course, I'm going to start streaming on YouTube, which I find vaguely amusing. But, that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. See you around, Deck. If I start streaming on YouTube, something is probably wrong. Somewhere. I need so much lumber. I need so much lumber. I mean, if YouTube ever does legitimately improve, haha. You know what? I'll actually take that. To the point where it's a worthwhile endeavor, I will actually sincerely consider it. But yeah, I stream on OnlyFans every night. It's how I actually make my money. I'm just like, hey, baby.
You are now ready to recruit an agent. Such operatives may move.
Shut up. You ready to talk about the in-depth reasons behind the political economic circumstances that led to the divisions between the Austro-Hungarian Empire that in turn led to the initial spark, which caused World War I? Because I am slowly pull off my shirt. I mean, they do, Magister, legitimately. Don't mistake my statements for defending Twitch. It's just YouTube's worse, you know? At least for streaming. Okay, that's... okay. If that's what OnlyFans is there for. Hot World War I action. All right.
I live for the fight.
Okay. Well, we need some population surplus. So let's go get some population, shall we?
Destroyer of men.
Whoops.
I fear nothing. I'll deal with it.
Actually, yeah, Trathan. Damn, that is just a very defended fort. Look at that place. Who are you? Aspinthiol? Are you Aspinthiol? Who is Aspinthiol, and why do I care about you? Aspinthiol. There you are. Yep, nope. That's their last fort. Really just want to kill all of them. If only I could, like, just mass butcher them like the dogs that they are. Sorry. Good morning, Ross. I wonder if I could do this. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Thank you for the sub, Ross. As always. I suppose you know the question. You want me to bribe you for a non-aggression pact? Do you know who I am? You know what I am here to do?
A hecatomb may be performed in times of crisis.
Shut up. Our Trek Insurgents. One shot. And Ruby Streamination. Alright, so save. Do this. This is actually going to be kind of rough. Yeah, they have a lot of forces there. Let's see how this goes. That's why we say it. We're not a tip-top shape, but we are a little upgraded. I mean, the static of Overworld seems decently well-crafted, but no, we haven't actually discussed it yet. Damn you, Dark Day! This truly is a dark day. For them! Yeah. Thank you very, very, very much. Always appreciate your support. Thank you. Just give me a moment. If Tara's present, I know she played Age of Empires 4. 11. Doomblock and Dealer's Choice. Okay. Yes, every day will be Dark Day. Okay, so...
Who dies first?
Distaff warriors! Axes! Spears!
Proud centaurs!
Ruthless aggression! Difference breeds strength!
The enemy is receiving reinforcements.
Where? Over there?
Right then.
We live! We fight! Axes! Seeking the fray! Advance!
Man and beast!
I have, Trathan. It's the first game in a long time that's intrigued me based on the, excuse me. Based on the premise alone. You know what? Actually, hang on. I can see defeat. Ugh. Let's try it again. This is my fault.
Penthesilea!
Spears! Battle honed! Axes! Ruthless aggression!
Man and horse united!
Yes, let's try this again.
Spears! Difference breeds strength!
A little closer. Oh, I loved Human Revolution, flaws aside.
Let's do this!
The enemy is receiving reinforcements. The enemy hold the high ground. To rush in when they have such an advantage is to invite disaster.
That's a good question, Trathan. How dare!
This battle is your last.
Spears! Advance! Forward march! Distaff, warriors!
Your hero is under attack.
Forward march!
You won't
Heading out!
Enough talk.
Advance!
You waste good fighting time.
Step up, javelins! Sisters, attack!
Rhaegar!
Onward, sisters! Moving up!
No
Spears!
one will remember you.
Enough.
Man and horse
We'll be
united.
onwards
Stand
now.
by, slingers! Onward, sisters! We move! Axes! Battle hold! Off to battle! Forward march! Off to battle! Spears! Serving our queen! A match for any man! Onward, sisters! Off to...
Your warriors are losing heart.
Hey, speaking of which... Oh, my hero just broke? How? Why?
Man and horse united. Wild and untamed.
Prepare your slings! Axes! Forward as one! Spears!
Man and horse united.
By Ares, your warriors are rallying.
No question. Pull out. I understand. Certainly.
I mean, yeah, spellcasting in Morrowind was hilariously broken. I'm not sure that makes it good design, but it was hilariously broken.
Fight me.
Your warriors have been routed.
Heading out!
Without fail.
Fierce and stilled!
Being broken can be good. That is a thing that has happened.
Seeking the fray.
Go at them! Enemies beware! Moving up! Forward march! Forward as one!
Marching on.
Retreat! Sisters of the sword!
Espa Elysium.
Access!
I mean, see, that's the interesting thing.
Warriors are rallying.
Which is better?
Retreat! Up to battle!
Something broken or nothing at all? I have my answer for that because I've played Skyrim.
Difference breeds strength! Enemies beware! Spears! Disengage! Marching on!
Solace.
Hold the line a little bit longer.
Battle hose! Spears!
Espa Elysium. Res Vargas.
Javelins prepared. Go at them.
Axes! Shadowfall! Sisters of the sword!
Seeking the fray.
Axes!
Moving up.
Khal Erebor.
Yeah, I don't think we have this. So here you go, Dakota. Fight against a superior force, and I actually put real effort and actually been trying. I only made one mistake this run that I could see. We are turbo losing. Also, I'm not exactly low level, too. My main character is like level 15. With lots and lots and lots of level up benefits. And gear, and a horse. And she lost her battle against random dude over there. Well, you'll notice that I did use the terrain properly. I saw where they were coming in. I started with the Superior Division. Had them peppered before I was able to engulf. And I completely wiped out the first army pretty appropriately. Which is right about when the second army showed up. And then I had some problems.
Battle homed! Crush them! Spears! Forward as one!
Advance!
Understood. Certainly.
Step
Exactly.
up, javelins! Storming our queen! Marching on! Spears!
One of your units has no more ammunition.
Axes! Heading out!
Well, actually, it looks like we might turn this around. But still. I like how it's like, we have most of our army. They have none of their army but two leaders. And it lists us as only barely winning.
Spears!
Okay, one of their commanders is finally running.
Forward as one!
Let's reposition. Reform the line. Reform the line.
Witness us!
This is a costly-ass battle, too. That'll knock this faction out of the war entirely, so that'll be nice. Oh my god. Did you seriously rally?
Retreat!
There is an option in this game for that, Trathan, but unfortunately you can't toggle it individually. It's part of several other options.
Step up, javelins!
Spears! Go at them! Marching on! Seeking the prey!
Heading out!
Legends of the Wild.
Axes! Difference breeds strength! Spears! Axes!
Espa Elysium.
Pull my dead people out of this entirely, because I kind of don't want to lose my only unreplaceable dead people unit.
Axes! Show no fear!
Now let's see if we can kill one guy before he flees. And he's fled. Okay, cool.
We live! We
That was just the other guy. Literally, the entire enemy army is one guy at this point. Everyone else is completely broken and fleeing. One guy.
warriors! Destroy them!
And I point that out because look at the bar at the top of the screen showing roughly the range of victory here. Enemy troop count, 1, and yet there's still this giant chunk of red, which is getting bigger. Oh my god. They pulled in reinforcements from somewhere somehow. What? Oh, kill him. It's funny, the heroes are too tanky, and yet my hero melted earlier. You notice she's not on the field right now. Oh, there, finally. Okay. God damn, that was a brutal slog. We lost a lot. We lost a whole lot in that fight. We're going to have to just spend several turns doing nothing to recover from that.
I always do my duty.
Why was that the animation? We won. Oh, because she actually died. Costly victory, but well.
Born to fight.
And now it's going to force me to recruit a hero. Which is, you know, something I can't really afford right now. 5 turns before we can recruit a new one. Whatever.
Step aside, men.
Yeah, that's great. Oh my god, we didn't even knock over the town?
Into battle.
Let's just auto this one.
All out.
Okay. Kill them all.
Place.
Yeah, it's a Pyrrhic victory, but, you know, that concept doesn't exist yet, so. Okay.
Wild and dangerous.
Kill them.
Show no mercy. Kill the captives.
Okay.
We've come into
We have wiped them off the map. Ah, damn. That was an extraordinarily painful victory. Ah.
set camp.
Yeah, let's just sit here for a few turns, shall we? Worse, Trax, yeah, definitely worse. Oh god, I had a sub and I completely missed it in the middle of that nonsense. Thank you, Amelia Clark's Eyebrows, for the sub. Completely missed that. I apologize. No, we have been in the campaign for a bit now, honestly. Death to men! So what happens if we just straight up lose? We lost! Yes! We did it. So here's my thinking. Let's poke at a few mechanics and then let's call it, honestly. We are not seeing anything new. So, why can't I recruit, like, myself for this? Why can I only send really basic troops after Cerberus? Army strength. Pathetic. Falls short of the expectation. I don't know how to fix this game. You've given me only basic units to recruit for this. Look at that. That's there you go. That's as good as that's getting. The only thing that it says is acceptable is a full squad of two-handers. And that is so expensive. Oh my god. Okay. And we can't even afford it. Yeah, sure.
As your expedition progresses, a multitude of difficult choices are sure to arise.
The journey's begun. Witness me. Okay, so let's not attack the town from hell. With the gigantic army from hell. Yeah, I would say, near as I could tell, the overworld map, in addition to being a series of corridors, as was already put up by Takoida, doesn't matter. It is very board gamey, right? Each province might as well just be another slot of Risk, right? That's what I'm reminded most of. Well, obviously, for other players, some of these spots matter a little bit more because each province generates different types of resources, but that's still a board game, right? Like, here's... like, each spot, each tile on the map, this one generates lumber. This one generates food. This one generates food. This one generates stone. Or, sorry, this one generates stone. I don't know what that symbol means, actually. Oh, it's a capital. Okay, whatever. This one generates copper, right? Each tile, it's very board gamey. Has its own thing, but otherwise, there's no map. There's not really even a lot of connection in the map. It's just there. Excuse me.
On the move.
So we're going to be gracious and let the people who just, you know, TPK'd me live after I killed them all. Jackasses. Let's see how this expedition mechanic works.
Death finds us all.
Are we at war with you? We are at war with you.
Commence. Embrace your doom.
But...
Massacre them.
Ah!
Get ready to march.
Really? No? Okay.
I'll see to it.
Ah, fine. Are those even different factions? How do I tell who is what faction? No. Most of them are, yes. You're.
Ah, your expedition has reached a critical juncture. A decision lies before you, in need of careful consideration. For your choice will...
Shut up. The path towards the Eleusinian Holy Grounds is where your hunt for the Hounds of Hell first takes you. Red poppy blooms float at your feet, as though disembodied from their stalks. Young women fill baskets with them. Your guide, a young Eleusinian priest named Thericeros, tells you that Demeter herself made the flowers grow under your feet on her journey from Crete to Eleusis, a last desperate resort to lead her daughters to her. Persephone loved poppies and painted them with special care. Their milk gives sleep and solace. No comment. At the threshold of their temple, the pale priests are waiting. Okay. So we can train with the warriors. Dangerous but worth it. Recruit from them. Sacrifice to the mysteries. Or initiate in the mysteries. Let's do recruit, because we have a tiny-ass force, which is screwed. We have gained 1 shielded spearman. Yay. Okay. Cool.
I bring slaughter.
Let's besiege these people.
Kill the lot.
Perfect, Disco. I cannot wait to play Starfield Mega Edition. Which naturally will be the exact same game, but with slightly higher fidelity on some of the textures. No. You're... Of course.
Retreat!
I should have just knocked it over. I let you live! And this is how you repay me. Yep, space will be even darker.
Feel my pain. Set up camp.
The young priest who told us our next destination is Tainaron. Unwavering in his intention to come with you, so he is by your side when you finally arrive one late afternoon. It is a massive cave set in a cliff pockmarked by sand and wind. The sea should be close, but Poseidon lost this place to Hades a long time ago, and you cannot hear the surf, only your warriors' uneven breathing. As you stand at the edge of a petrified grove, look out at a scene of carnage, humans and giants both in a battle. Finally, from behind a clump of rocks, There's a rumble of powerful voices. Apparently, if we had initiated ourselves, we could have done that. We didn't. So we can reveal ourselves, which is probably going to be a battle. Stay out of sight and camp for the night. Stay out of sight and then ransack the dead. Sure, we reveal ourselves. They're only a handful. Their voices leave no doubt. As the others spy on the trees, prepare to charge them, but there will be no battle. The huge men and women are tattered and wounded, weaponless and not aggressive. The heroes are and speak to them. Followers of Poseidon, he says at last, came here to search for a lost temple. These men with the butterfly banners attack them. They are ready to come with us if we go quickly. We have gained wounded giants, but we have gained giants. What is the key aspect to making a mage feel like a mage?
Hungry for glory.
In story, I would say it's, oomph, right? How much do you feel like you're something other than a guy with a gun? In gameplay, I would say it would be managing someone who is effectively a glass cannon. Glass cannon is harder to design and make fun than it sounds, so actually nailing that is what a really good mage would feel like. Let's go and build that. Usually on Monday evenings I play D&D with my friends, and there's been a couple of encounters where it's like, all right, we're prepping for the boss fight. We're prepping for the boss fight. I'm playing the mage in the group. Now, I'm mostly useless in that game. In most trash encounters, I'm just sitting there plinking magic missiles at the enemy. The reason why is because I am prepping for the boss fights. Whenever a boss fight shows up, I am not plinking magic missile. I am wiping out the entire encounter in one turn. Because I'm playing a mage. Make sense? Let's see. Yeah, or completely shutting down the encounter. Like, yeah. Chunk. We'll go with... A what, Loner? Like, I'm not getting drunk. The hell, man?
Nothing left to lose. Ah, why not?
Because the last time I let you live,
We can take them.
die. Oh, right, Avatar. Sorry. It's the best show ever made. Only if they are made to, with Traither. And that is pretty much the problem in a nutshell.
A match for any man.
So we'll see.
A match for any man. Step up, javelins.
Right then.
Enemies beware. Onward, sisters. Heading out. Ares, witness us.
Well, that's because they're stupid, Triaxia.
Off to battle.
The more I learn about television productions, the less inclined I am to ever do anything live action myself.
Serving out
It is such a colossal pain and for so little gain.
fierce and
It is a
skill.
non-stop hassle in every direction to do live action. And so easy to screw up.
Off to battle. Moving up.
Which is funny, because in the actual game you use meteor swarm and it takes off like 1% of the enemy's health. Unless you're playing on easy. Well, yeah, animation can get around problems. You know, losing an actor is a problem. Having to put makeup on someone just for them to show up in a shot for one line is a huge expenditure for a character to have one line of dialogue. Or for them to even be in the show at all.
Spears. Axes. Cutting out.
Animation can bypass physics. There's a concept called the infinite camera,
Javelin.
which animation has, which live action, rather naturally, does not.
Warrior women.
Show no fear!
Sisters of the sword.
Your hero is under attack.
Axes. Advance. Forward as one. Javelins. Seeking the fray. Distaff
Oh,
warriors.
don't even get me started on Marlon Brando.
No mercy! I
Jackass.
Ares,
Drunk,
witness us.
overweight jackass.
Spears.
Axes! Forward as one!
Your warriors are losing heart.
Prepare to die.
Sheep torn from a witless fool, Penthesilea!
Spears. Destroyers of men.
Spears! Battle hound! Destroy them!
Hades.
Heading out. Destroyers of men.
Skyrim, disco.
Go at them.
Your warriors have been routed.
I mean, Yura's comment earlier is actually the single biggest problem with animation. Because Yura said, I'm going to quote this word for word, I respect animation, but I prefer live action most of the time. That's the common consensus. Most people, percentage-wise, prefer live action. They have their own reasons for that. They have their own preference for that. There's some cultural bias that goes into that. There's some pre-existing case studies that lead to presumptions of quality that go into that. But the long and the short of it is, if you do an animated show, people are just going to always consider it lesser to the main show, which is going to be the live action one. This has been true for the better part of 40 years, at least here in the States.
Spears.
Either way, live action sucks. Live action is expensive and costly and difficult and frustrating to do. You have to run cables, you have to run mics, you have to do secondary recordings and then tertiary recordings because there's issues with picking up the actual dialogue the actors were saying on set. You have to run the cameras and the camera cablings. You have to watch out for reflective surfaces constantly. You ever heard of black paper? You have to, if you're going to do an outdoor shoot, you better make sure that you've checked for the weather and the timing. Oh, is the weather bad? Oh, it sucks to be you. Yeah, I'm not even talking about the set design stuff that has to be done for every single sequence. No, you can't use a pre-existing set. Either it's not quite up to stuff, or it's literally not sufficient for what you're doing. No, you can't just walk into an existing room to record in there. The acoustics will be terrible. Yeah, exactly, Blade Travell. Making live action sucks. And the more I learn about it, the more it's shocking that when live action isn't even worse than it already is. Blunt. Because holy crap. I'd rather chew on my own teeth than make a live action show. God. Thank you, Wenlock. Very, very much. I'll put that towards Dawn Trail, the Doom block, and the Alan Wake block. No, I do not, Hira. I have seen good of both. You know what? I'm already trying this. I give up. I just fall on my sword. I'm dead. I'm turbo dead. Ugh. I fall on my bronze sword. Ugh.
The gods laugh at us. The perfect Amazon warrior. Embrace
kill them all.
doom.
Oh yeah, that's also ignoring the fact that Hollywood as an entity is one of the most corrupt goddamn things in the entertainment industry, and that is saying something.
Destroy this place.
Have fun dealing with that, because no thank
The
you.
perfect Amazon warrior. Seeking battle.
Depends, Amelia Clarks. But yes, you can do 2D animation that has things like rigging and motion capture. Quite a bit, Triaxia. Quite a bit.
I seek battle. Advance, sisters.
Yeah, what is our victory? That's actually a good question. So, complete all the epic quests, or knock over Sparta, Mycenae, and Athens, which is not happening. Or, oh, I'm sorry, we have to do all three of those things. We have to knock over the 3 cities we're never going to knock over. We have to complete all 13 quests, and we have to get 5,000 battle glory. Or, we can kill our antagonist and raise 80 settlements. And raise Troy. Jesus Christ.
Vengeance on all. Heading out.
I mean, we were never going to do a full campaign on camera, but good God. Yeah, that's That's the kind of thing that would probably take us another week or so if we were actually going to go for that. And a lot of reloading, and probably turning the difficulty down, if I'm being totally honest, because there's just not a lot of tactical options to overcome overwhelming numbers, and the enemy has overwhelming numbers already, and we're only on, like, turn 40. That's right, we just need to wait out. We just need to wait for the Bronze Age collapse. Also, in total contrast to, random example, Skarbrand, she is a weirdly pathetic hero unit. She has been getting curb stomped in almost every battle against randos. Like, I've been very stranged out by that. What are her benefits? Well, any questions? I mean, she does buff her army quite a bit. I guess that's fair. But yeah, it's very clear I should probably just hold her in reserve and not try to fight with her at all. Which is something that's been getting more and more obvious the more battles I do. We can date Helen, Savacom, if we play as Paris. But only if we play as Paris. Oh, here we go. Let's see. The way in is surprisingly wide. The rocks are riddled with glowing patches, sporadic glimmerings, and fitted, squeaking shadows. Therisaros tells us the dead who pass through here, not knowing they have died, shed their mortal bodies step by step. Such material remnants are then turned into rocks and moss. The bats were once the flesh of slaves who sought sanctuary in the ancient temple of Poseidon. One day it woke up and walked to the shores of the underground lake where Charon waited. So when did they become bats? Your laughter races along the empty waters. No Charon, just a ruined temple and shades. Okay, let's go to the temple. This is it. From there's a play of weak light and shadow, resolving into massive figures, half transparent and moving in your direction. They're like giants, but older, an entirely more different race, more distant in body and mind from humanity. They greet you and your newfound companions with a great mirthful bellow, and soon the two groups fall into gossiping like so many village grandmothers. He shares with you some intriguing snippets on fighting long-lost creatures from myth, as well as certain island in the sea. We can continue your journey. We have gained experience, and the Gigantomaxi, plus 50 damage against mythic units.
War is my life.
Interesting. Cool. So we're just gonna sit here. Yeah, let's go to the camp.
I live for the fight.
Let's just camp it up. Okay. There you go. I love this. They just straight up demand money from me. Nothing else. Just give us money in exchange for nothing. No, I'm good, thanks. You got anything else? Ah, okay, cool. Moving on. We seek peace. You know what? Sure, I don't care. You literally killed me last game, so sure. Oh, no, I could have a second army. I just can't afford one right now. The island at the very center of the world, or so Thesaurus tells you. Colors so sharp as to make your eyes sting. Butterflies everywhere, coming together and breaking apart in erratic, shifting clumps. Normal difficulty. Circe's palace is not difficult to find. Despite the profuse, snagging growth all around you, you catch a boar on the way, which gives into your spears almost without resistance. You only look into its face once, and then something makes you avert your eyes. Circe herself greets you at the gates, in full regalia. You and your warriors could barely speak, but she introduces you. Hello, young death priest, is it? How droll. And mighty warriors, oh my, where's Odysseus? Come. That comes later, does it not? Come in, and leave this to the cook. Poor thing, he just wanted to be free. Okay. So because we don't have the flower, we can't do that. And because we didn't initiate... They really... That's the third time I've been penalized for not initiating into the mysteries. We can't do that. So we are going to be manipulated by her. So we can lose some troops to her, or we can spend a night with her. At this point, whatever. So let's just spend a night with her. My handmaids have not had so much fun in ages. The men on this island always turn out to be such animals. Her intentions are so thinly veiled, they may as well be naked. And she is offering your men to the Nalids. Oh, no, Jeremy, no. This one isn't for your silly words done, but I'm going to help you. So you got to reach the house of the dead. Not to mention your men will come out stronger for having spent the night here. The ones who survive. So my units have gained experience, lost health, and gained a buff.
All deserve death.
Okay. Yeah, apparently that's just where we're at here. Is there anybody I'm at war with right now? I'm at war with them. Can I kill them? Can I kill you? Nah, that's probably not worth doing it. Let's just move on. Yes, all deserve death. Especially my expedition. How do I make a staff and a wand, not just a gun of a different stripe? Well, first I turn it into a gun. And then as I point it to the enemy, I'm like, say your prayer, sucker. And then I throw the gun at them like a boomerang. And then the gun like runs around as I whistle, killing them all. Oh god, what was the very first Total War? That was Total War Rome, right? Like the very first one? Shogun, my bad. Let's look at how bad this is. Let's see. No, the original. The original. Oh. Wow, that looks bad. Oh, man. That looks special. When did this come out? 2000. Whoa. Thank you, Walker. 4 years. Always appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you want to put that anniversary sub towards something, please let me know. Do you mean literally disco? Circe's directions are extremely simple. Follow Helios in western descent. She told you to take care of that, so he leads you where you want. After a single day of sailing where the air is filled with strange lights and the sea's colors shift more and more from water to wine, your feet touch the shores of Hades. You look to your side and see him. He's another. He's holding a curved staff, and from his feet trail fluttering wisps of light. Very faintly wing light. I'm just a messenger. The Lord is my father. No, don't tell that to the one who's coming. The air thickens, a terrible weight hangs on your chest. The ground loses solidity as you're suddenly standing on a gigantic palm under the terrible bear of something you can't quite see. It waits. Speak. So we either lose... This is yet another time when I could have used the Illusians. We either lose the hero forever, or we lose the giants forever. Goodbye, hero. It's nice knowing you.
The time has come to do battle against the most deadly of foes. Join with your expedition army and lead them to victory. Only then will this beast of myth and legend deign to fight beside you. Should you fail, mend and regroup, as legends are not made by those that give up so easily.
That's doubly funny, since this is the last thing I intend to do in this particular playthrough. Okay. Join the battlefield. You've got to be kidding me.
Nothing.
Be in the right stance. There you go. Okay, let's do it. So if we win, we will gain Cerberus as a general. And 300 gold. No auto-resolve possible. Okay, let's do it. We're gonna die so badly. We are so gonna die. Remember, we have, like, junk troops.
Your quest has brought you to the very gates of the underworld, gaining an audience with Hades himself. The path is clear to face the mighty Cerberus in battle, like Heracles before you, and gain its Hadean aid in the mortal realm. Such a feat would earn you a place among legend. Yet, beware. The dead will not take kindly to this intrusion. Indentured servants to the three-headed beast, the Shades will no doubt heed their master's call.
Okay. That is not a small number of shades. Okay.
Spears.
Or Haridi.
Heading out. Axes. We move.
Yes, we came to hell to tame Cerberus.
Different breed strength. Seeking the prey.
As ordered.
Oh yeah, we can actually play as the Spartan King right now. We might be at this for a minute, so let's just pause. Let's just pause. Pajama Brigade is on their way. Oh, no doubt, Trathan. Zero doubt. I'm pretty sure I can't even win this battle, too. We're going to make an honest effort of it, but yeah, I don't expect much here. Okay, I think it's everyone. Except for the giants, who are just sluggishly slow. Could you hurry up, please? But we're giants. Okay, run! Oh, by the way, they're not capable of routing because they're undead, Trathan. I would love to know the true origins of why people think Skyrim's actually a good game. Just go. Okay, so... let's form a wall. Okay, that I did not expect them to advance that quickly, honestly. Okay, I can work with that.
Destroyers of men!
New idea. New idea.
Forward as one! Moving up!
Immediately!
Time to destroy some undead men.
Trained and ready! Forward we go!
Off to battle! Fire!
Espa Elysium!
Yes, indeed!
Forward!
Off to battle! Marching on!
Hungry for glory!
Spears! Serving our queen!
Spears! At your command! Kal Erebus!
Spears! Onward, sisters!
Serving our queen! Forward march! Battle honed!
Espa Elysium! Giants! Forward as one!
Axes! Ares, witness us! As fleet as Hermes! We move!
Swiftly now! Pick up the pace! As fleet as Hermes! Enemies beware! Forward march!
Man and horse united! The unstoppable stampede!
Axes! Forward as one! Heading swiftly now!
Pick up the pace! Onward! Double time! Forward! Swiftly now!
Fight me! Power shines through! Show no fear!
We move! Distaff warriors! We live! We fight! Serving our queen! Bring their death! Distaff warriors! Spears!
Listen, Anduin, he's just tired. Alduin, whatever his stupid name is. What was... I can't even remember his goddamn name anymore. Bob. The main villain of Skyrim. Antinio, that's his name.
Man and horse united! As you wish! Strike them down!
Down here.
Battle honed! Axes! Trained and ready.
Position.
Not a problem.
Nice and slow. Take some time to get your breath back.
Axes! Onward, sisters!
Yeah, I have really not gotten a lot of good use out of the centaurs this playthrough.
Aggression.
Just in general.
Centaurs back!
Why are you PvPing, Mr. Red?
Man and horse united!
We have Akatosh and Anduin. Or what is this stupid name? Hang on. Does he keep confusing with Anduin? Skyrim main villain. It is Alduin. Okay, so Akatosh, Alduin, and the Dragonborn are actually supposed to be the same person at different points in time because the lore of Elder Scrolls is stupid.
Skill and will. Will do.
Also, he's just a representation of entropy. While we're on the subject. I don't even know what that is, Loader. I don't know.
Destroyers of men.
Oh, we're gonna space out. I want to get closer first. That thing's way over there. I really was not expecting him to send the majority of his forces out, like and detach and make my job easier.
Spears. Seeking the fray.
Oh, that's some range. Okay. Okay, new plan. Charge.
Axes. Seeking the fray. Destroyers of men.
Of course, he's got additional respawns. Why wouldn't he?
Cutting out.
Why wouldn't he summon reinforcements? That's just crazy talk. Yep, and of course he has spells, naturally.
Ares, witness us. Shatter the foe. Spears. Advance. Marching on. Moving up. Serving our queen. Spears.
That's good. Where is she?
Battle.
Yeah, but just you guys stay back. Because, you know, you're pathetic and all.
Spears. Moving up. Axes. Seeking the fray. Enemies beware. Forward as one. Destroy them. Sisters
Yeah, go charge the dog over there. What? Yeah, go charge the dog.
Sisters of the sword.
Okay.
Spears! Off to battle! We move!
Axes! Disarmed warriors! Marching on!
So I'm guessing not out yet, by definition. But a new Caesar game. Interesting.
Axes!
Battle honed! A match for any man! Ares,
Well, that's up to you, as it usually is.
advance!
Oh, it's out. Didn't Pharaoh just come out? Like, just a few months ago?
Warrior women! Forward march!
Good morning, Eternus.
Axes!
One moment, please.
Nothing back!
Pull out! Difference breeds strength! Off to battle!
Hold on. Zeus came out 20 years ago? You want me to play a game? Okay. What's it called? Zeus, Master of Olympus. Apparently it is a direct sequel to Caesar 3. A game I do not have fond memories of. Well, we'll see. 'Cause I don't even know if I can get it running.
Serving our queen!
Yeah, I'm related to Season 4, which, yeah. Anyways, we won. Woo! Oh, Eternus, thank you. Thank you. Always and ever. Appreciate it. Thank you. No, you're not, Eternus.
Armed up! Retreat!
Close victory, my ass. We ran over him. So we killed Cerberus. Woo! We did it. Again, close victory, my ass.
Battle warms the blood.
Embedded within your army, the mighty Cerberus gathers souls in battle, allowing the shades of the dead to fight fearlessly by your side. Or, should you build offering pits to Hades, they may even serve to bolster your workforce. Ah, with every taste of battle, the mythic monster you command grows in skill and experience. Every step of progression and pooled resource relating to the beast can be tracked here. Not only will this allow you to improve their prowess in battle, but also to bolster those that fight beside them, and the buildings they inhabit.
Yeah, they are functionally an agent, just with a few more bells and whistles. Kind of a neat idea, though. Beat a big boss, gain a big boss. Has levels, sort of. And... go on. Can we go to our court? No, because we don't have a court. In terms of quantity, Yura? No, not by a long shot. I have the full soundtrack of both games, and WoW has something like, I want to say 10 times the music. Remember, WoW predates FF14 by almost 8 years. Okay, so we must pay the God of the Dead in souls. Souls are gained from the Offering Pit building or after a battle, which includes Cerberus' army. Souls can be spent to recruit Shade units or to use the Shade Labor commandment. Interesting. And he has spells like he's a Warhammer 3 unit. Happy Monday, TSB. He also has some agent actions, both of which are obvious. Hit enemy force, gain souls. As he levels, his abilities get better. I think that's what the AoE fire attack is supposed to be, Dakota. Interesting. Oh no, we're done, Traylon. You got it, Eternus. FF16, Age of Sail, Armored Core 6. That's going to be a terrible game. Oh my god. I can almost guarantee how Armored Core 6 is going to go. Alright, I've made this super cool mech, and then I'm going to die in 3.2 milliseconds, and I'll be like, okay. Then I'll die 17 more times in a row trying to understand what exactly killed me. Then I'm going to Google it. And I'm like, oh, I didn't equip the don't kill me in 3.2 milliseconds armor. Chunk. Okay, put that on, and then I go fight the boss. Oh, by the way, I'm cutting off the guessing game now if you haven't. So I would recommend thinking about doing that if you care. You know, I just realized this is very, very much unintentional.
An agent has enrolled in your service.
Shut up or die. All three of the games we're about to smash through are all RTSs. What other modes, Dakota? If you don't mind clarifying. Like, if you mean the classic mode, no, we haven't, actually. We have poked at classic, and we have poked at the middle ground when we were trying out the heroes and doing random battles. The biggest difference with classic mode is the myth units don't exist at all, the maps are more boring, and the hero units have bodyguards. In the middle of the ground route, the myth units are different, but only a little bit, and the hero units do not have bodyguards. Also, both of those modes do not have things like the little side quest we just did to gain the mythic unit. Oh, and also the deity interaction is different. That's it. I would agree. Myth feels like the most fleshed out mode. It's worth noting Myth mode was actually patched in. The in-between mode was the one it started with. Gather souls. Unfortunately, I've never had the opportunity to have shawarma. Sadness. I take your souls.
The perfect Amazon warrior. We can take them.
I don't remember 5. It's not going to be super duper long, but it's still going to be the equivalent of a long game. So I expect it'll be the equivalent of a long game. Partner Plus. Oh! I need to just get rid of that. People keep asking about it. What are we up to, anyways? Nowhere. Yep. No, I need to get rid of that. How do I get rid of that? Go away. How do I make that go away? Starfield would require such fundamental changes on so many levels that, yeah, it would require a lot of fixing. Well, the problem here, Yura, so what that is if you gain Partner Plus status, you get a 70% share of income instead of a 50% share. That's cool. But they require you to gain so many subs in a given month in order to qualify for that. As you can see, I'm nowhere on that. I am so nowhere that that's probably not even worth thinking about. There was a thing to make it visible, which I did basically on just a lark. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And I don't know where I did that. Maybe here? Nope. We did turn off the hype train, because that's just manipulative. Seriously, the hype train is so stupid. It's nothing. It is actually nothing. There is no hype train. There is no benefit to hype train. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't change the spread. It doesn't change the benefits. It doesn't change anything. It's just to be like, oh, ho, 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 there's a hype train. Keep giving them more money for absolutely no reason. Oh yeah, fun fact, Trathan. The modders are not leaving Starfield. That's actually misreported information. As you might imagine, I actually did quite a bit of due diligence when it came to looking into Starfield. So, there's been a lot of misreported and exaggerated information, probably because the game sucks. But you know how it is, right? People are like, oh my god, this game sucks, and therefore it's Hitler! And it's like, no. You don't actually have to make up reasons why it sucks. It sucks all on its own. Yeah, exactly, Trathan. Don't mistake me. Starfield does suck. But it actually has an extraordinarily strong modding scene right now. Like, I am a little bit shocked how strong the modding scene is. Why can't I get rid of this Partner Plus thing? Whatever. We'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. And yes, I did try X. It's already on the list. Okay, that's plenty of time for you guys to have gotten your guesses in. So we're going to cut that off. Hey, Kieran Elior. Oh, God. Skull and Bones. Yeah, that game. I don't know how good the game is, and I kind of don't care, because it was a scam game. I'm glad it finally came out, whatever the actual state of the game is, but it was straight up a scam game. And on that basis alone, I kind of spit at it. Well, yeah, that's probably because modding support isn't even out yet, Colgrim. Remember, the dev kit hasn't even released yet. For those of you who don't understand the significance of this, let me try to make this clear. We gave no mod positives to Starfield because they do not support mods yet, which is normal. They never support mods at launch. They've never done that before. Now, the player base being smaller, that's a demonstrable fact. We could prove that the player base is smaller. How much that's relevant, a little more debatable, but it is still a true statement. It is also not a financial success, at least not to the extent that they wanted it to be. How well it actually sold, we'll see someday. But it is definitely not the slam dunk financially that they were expecting it to be. Total War, Troy, here we go. Correct, Disco. Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Starfield. They almost never launch with that kind of support. I don't know about Daggerfall. Exactly, Juludo. That's what I'm expecting. I expect that it probably made its money back, which is substantially less than it arguably should sell for. To be blunt, a game like Starfield should be one of those mega successes like GTA 5 was or God of War was. It should be one of those slam dunk, home run kind of sales figures. The kind of things that every company wants and are very, very stupid about expecting. But Starfield should have been that if they had done their goddamn job properly, which, as we already explained, they did not. No, Colgrim. Anybody could have seen that Baldur's Gate 3 was going to sell well way in advance. And then it did. Also, really quick suicide! Okay, okay. Oh god, Trathan. It's shocking. Well, we have the weird circumstance of having already reviewed Total Warhammer 3 Eternus. And this is kind of a Gaiden game anyways, so it's a shorter game to begin with, and we've sort of seen the content at this point. I don't feel the particular desire to keep spinning our wheels and doing the same stuff we've already been doing. Which is why I feel comfortable saying, chkunk, we're done. Because we are. It is weird doing it in this order, but yeah, this is in many ways a tech demo for Total Warhammer 3, which we've already covered. Yeah, exactly, Shalina. I suppose I should say, when Baldur's Gate 3 was announced, I doubt people expected it to sell that well. But when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, well... And yes, GTA 6 will be another one of those slam dunk games, guaranteed. It's like GTA 5, 4, San Andreas, Vice City, and 3 were. GTA games have been slam dunk games since the early aughts. Even if GTA 6 is magically terrible, which, let's be honest, is actually possible, it will still be a slam dunk game. By coincidence, because the name Total War, as I'm looking at the audit sheet, it's right next to Total War 3. And yeah, this is about exactly what I was expecting. It's Total Warhammer 3, but not as good. It's the same general game. Interesting to compare them side by side, though, because this game does do several things that game didn't do. Like the mythic quests. Whoops. Pay attention, Lord. Pay attention. Good question, Traxy. Good question. Yeah, I know a lot of people who don't like turn-based combat just as a general thing. No judgment. Just something I've noticed. I'm so sorry, Yura. Someday we'll get you back to good games, I swear. No matter the cost. What are they doing, Trathan? Or not doing, as the case may be. Hey, 2Base. Thank you for the sub, as always. Give me one moment. Towards Tyranny. Our emblem, 3 Tyrannies. Triangle Tyranny. Thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate you, as always. Battletech is better than it was when I played it, it's worth noting. They have patched out several of the issues I had with it. I have not played the DLCs that came out with it, so I can't speak to those. Yes, Colburn. I'm actively doing the audit as I speak. Listen, Colburn, I expect you to know everything instantly, because this is secretly a Guild Wars 2 raid. Gork and more pancakes. That's... Phantom Brigade is on the list, but I have not played it. Ugh, Doom. The fact that Doom's even in Guild Wars 2 kind of made me roll my eyes a little bit when I first heard about that. Not really. Did we already deal with this back in the last game? Hi, Jay in the Notebook. What's up? I've actually heard legitimate good things about the Doom fight. I have not done it myself, obviously, because I haven't raided. But I have heard good stuff about it. Which one was the first one? The genie one? Or excuse me, the Jinn one? Veil Guardian. I have no idea what that is. I like the sound of genie better, but they refer to two extremely different things. Like there's no real relation between a djinn and a genie. Not really. So, for those of you wondering, Total War Warhammer 3 got a 182 golden number. Pretty high score, all things considered. And the current highest ranking coffee game I've ever covered. As we've discussed before, it was the game that taught me that I don't actually like Total War games. Although, it is worth noting several people say that since the series has gone downhill since a certain point in the past, I've never played the ones that are stated as actually being good. Nevertheless, 182 is a very solid score. And it's pretty much this game's direct competitor for obvious reasons. However, the sheer size and strength of Total Warhammer 3 is so big that I wouldn't call this in direct competition with that at all, personally. So, don't expect it to get that high. +7 to story. Not actually too shabby. Interesting factoid. I'm looking at the list of RTSs we've covered so far. We've covered Halo Wars 1 and 2, Homeworld Emergence, Spellforce 3, Dawn of War 1 and 2, Total Warhammer 3, StarCraft 1 and 2, and Total War Troy. +7 is actually pretty low for story positives. At least among strategy games, RTS games. In fact, it is the third lowest pluses to story we've given. That is a density of 0.64 per hour and a ratio of 100%. Gameplay. Well, gameplay's a little bit more of a mixed bag. After all, we have covered Dawn of War 1, Dawn of War 2, and Spellforce 3. All of which are in the negatives. Nevertheless, this game got a +9 to gameplay. It doesn't have a lot of the interesting features and aspects that, say, Total Warhammer 3 did to really build it up, but it still has its own fun little stuff, and it is still a very competent game in its own right. It has +0.8 positives per hour to gameplay density, and a 61% ratio as far as gameplay positives, giving us a final golden number of, if I could get a drum roll, please. $34.37. In other words, exactly what I was expecting Starfield to score, but with none of the shame attached. Looks like that one is going towards Trihexia. Towards the Doom Block. Winx Club. No shame. Remember, the main reason that would have been a shame for Starfield is 8 years and $200 million had better score better than a +30. for a Gaiden tech demo. Whoops. Plus, they're already solid, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. There are better Total War games? Probably. I shouldn't say that. Obviously, I think Total Warhammer 3 is better than this. I don't know if Romance of the Three Kingdoms is better. I don't know if Shogun 2 is better. I don't know if any of the older ones are better. I guess Medieval 2 is the big one. But yeah, it's an interesting little game. I don't particularly regret having gone through it. I will admit, my opinion of this game would probably do nothing but plummet if I kept playing it, which is part of the reason we go ahead and paused. Because, well, we're done. We've seen the game. There really is nothing else to be covered at this point. So, we're going to go ahead and move on. And the next game we're covering is Age of Sigmar, Realms of Ruin, to keep our Warhammer trend going. This is, I believe, an RTS, pretty sure, that just came out like a few months ago. So, this should be interesting. And I have a little anecdote, but I'll save that for when we start it. So, getting off. See you after the lunch break.